loser of the Ohio State-Michigan game. I go back to the selection committee protocol. If you don't win your conference championship, there are tiebreakers that they use. Conference championship is one. The loser of that game doesn't have it. Strength of schedule is another. Michigan certainly doesn't have it. Ohio State could make a case because of the win against Notre Dame. And then strength of schedule, common opponents. I mean, all of those things. Notre Dame is a common opponent for Ohio State. How does USC beat Notre Dame en route to that Pac-12 title?
Okay.
So all of those things are a factor.
So what she has just set up for us are the stakes of the game this weekend, which candidly never require external motivation, but it's the first time Ohio State and Michigan play each other as undefeateds since 2006. So, Desmond, I come to you. The world knows you as one of the foremost college football analysts in the business, but of course your heart is still in maize and blue. What is your sense of this weekend's game? How does Michigan win this one on the road in Columbus?
Well, a lot of weight is on the decision of Blake Corum, the running back for Michigan, who got hurt in the Illinois game. If he's able to go, if he's able to play, then obviously that's going to be a tremendous boost for Michigan because he's such a huge part of the offense. We're talking about a guy who, going to last week's game against Illinois, was the Heisman front runner. And what he means to that offense, I don't even know if you can measure it. I mean, this guy has 256 touches on the season. The next closest player is Donovan Edwards with 84 touches. So you understand what Blake Corum means to this offense. He's a special talent, does a lot on the field. Not only as a running back, but he blocks, he catches the ball too. So if Blake is ready to go and he's able to go, the big question is, what percentage will he be if he's playing? Is he at 90%? Is he at 75%? But he's such a big part of the offense. Blake Corum's ability or availability on Saturday afternoon is key for Michigan to win against Ohio State.
Heather?
I have a question for Des. I'm curious, do you think that J.J. McCarthy can win this game with his arm if Blake Corum is not able to play?
That's Michigan's quarterback. Des?
That's a very good question. You keep in mind, though, it's a 1-2 punch with Michigan. They're running attack, and that's who they are. They're not a passing offense. This isn't C.J. Stroud and Ohio State. Michigan's going to line up and run the ball at you. So I say it was a 1-2 punch because there's also Donovan Edwards. Donovan Edwards is a guy who wasn't available a week ago against Illinois when Blake got hurt, but I think he's going to be available in Columbus. So they're still going to be who they are, Heather. They're not going to turn to some type of passing offense because Blake's not in the lineup. You got C.J. Stokes, you got Donovan Edwards. You're still going to have to do what got you to the party. And then, so I understand people say, well, can he beat him with his arm? I do think that J.J. McCarthy is a very talented passer, but J.J. McCarthy is also a very athletic quarterback too. And Jim Knowles, the defensive coordinator for Ohio State, he addressed that this week about being able to corral J.J. McCarthy and keep him in the pocket because they understand he's also a very legitimate dual threat quarterback, and he can hurt you with his legs too.
So can I just point out one thing as we let Desmond go, and we look forward to it this weekend? Can we take the one shot of Des again there, Kalen? Desmond always sends us subliminal messages with the album that he chooses to put behind him. So he's saying it's going to be a thriller on Saturday in Columbus. I know. Des, I figured it out. We're going to get a thriller in the game, and that's why he picked that record. You are the best, my friend. Enjoy it. We'll be watching Game Day this weekend and everything else. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.